plasma, you can move.
I think it just turned it on.
Oh,
Next area. Such a fanfare. The Times wrote it was a splendid occasion. The bunting stretched for streets and the fanfare blew. A proud day for the family. So yeah, we're going to the next area. Whatever that thing is.
Zone 3.
Collar, the neck, the noose.
The brew house.
I guess the collar is the thing on the neck. Steam.
I don't know if that means anything.
It's something to the developer.
It's ringing. I have to answer the phone.
And there's another letter.
I have such visions to share with thee. If my jaw be unshackled and you harvest the crust from my eyes, make me clean like this, that my thoughts and words can unfouled be.
It seems this chemical processor is merely one part of a much larger complex. No easy route for me then. I will follow my fear, the calls of my children wherever they may lead me as I move further into this strange empire. All the suggestions of a large workforce, yet no actual signs of life. It is every bit as if someone has attempted to carefully create the illusion of a working factory complex. Yet this facade, when examined closely, is clearly just a falsification. But I must put aside my anxieties, quell the unease that pits my stomach, and continue on my path. Some loud music. Lamp. Jort.
Hey, it's fresh clothes.
It's a note.
Or Bibles.
It is.
May 1st, 1899. Ben, what if they could stand upright and walk? Harnessed thus, they sing, find their own God. I've seen these things, and I will tell you now. No, they will not. But they will happily accept fealty to a God thrust upon them, worship it thus given. This, I realized. They are no different to the masses. They are much the same as us. Once this irrevocable threshold is passed, I understand that we too are shackled and must be set free. To free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross that great evolutionary line, it must first be painted upon the ground.
Stupid
Cheery guy, painting lines of blood.
I say, dude should own a brew.
That's what this is? Do we know the purpose of the machine at all yet, or no?
Oh.
Frankenstein?
Oh wait, was I in here?
Okay.
I think so. I don't remember turning that light on though.
Could have just been on. Oh. House Cherry.
That was about.
So I don't know too.
He eats people?
Or removes their jaws.
Note. In America, they talk of building their cities to the skies. To me, this seems folly, but perhaps it is simply a case of a nation founded within without a history of its own. We walk upon our histories. They are compacted into the very loom beneath our feet. The engineers we employed talked of this. They talked of how, in building the underground trains, they would often come across older tunnels crisscrossing the capital. What palaces lie buried beneath us. We are digging, excavating, and reappropriating what we find. At the center of the planet, my architect tells me there is a great iron ball. It is the egg of the world.
Must be the stone egg your kid.
Found the Earth's core?
Yes.
Shit. Good job, kids.
Bathrooms. Always
Another
creepy.
one-way mirror.
Yep, we'll see the other side of this soon. No, actually, the mirrors aren't one way. The paintings are
It's all
one
the
way.
paintings that are one way.
Outside the paintings.
All those one-way
Usually
paintings.
paintings have peepholes and they're not one way.
Yeah,
No,
one-way
I think
paintings.
it's more impressive.
Anybody want to read this one? Or just the last one?
Sure. October 11th, 1899. We integrate the very latest knowledge of chemistry, using low levels of laudanum. Of a laudanum derivative
Yeah, it's not a real thing. I
in
don't think.
feed to subdue the product, even before the initiation of the process. This means that when we drag them from the holding pens onto the line, they are less likely to panic and damage machine components, other products, or themselves. This section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and kept well lit to maintain good spirits, and we have actually found that the intelligent placement of gramophones and simple acoustic amplification tubes around the line means we can use music to further soothe the product. I find Debussy particularly effective in this regard.
So you're creating life and then...
Beethoven's a little dark for this. We'll go with Debussy.
Warning. Fueling pumps. Volatile chemicals are in use. These materials are highly corrosive. Wear protection. I think I'll be wearing protection.
Action.
Did something. And there's lots of blood, and there's this door, and it's locked, and there's a pig. Look at that.
You're
Telekinetic pig.
The force is strong with this one.
A pile with the rest of them.
Just mind float that pig all the way onto the cart. And now he's where he's supposed to be.
Perfect.
Yes, Mr. Forkins.
Perfect.
Oh,
Guessing this is the door then.
Or piggies.
A lot of pigs.
He's stuck on the hook. Can you get him off the hook?
It'd be scary if they weren't so physics-y.
Yeah, that rag doll is pretty
Ragdoll,
severe.
yeah, that's it.
You can't lift him off the hook.
No, I don't think so.
Can you do that sound again? It's such a cartoony. It's like someone took a tomato and just crushed
this
it.
would be so much more horrifying if it wasn't so funny.
Can't go out this. I guess this other door's probably locked. Let me check. It is not. There's a note.
No.
Imagine, they say, a machine one day that might think like a man, as if this were to be desired. One might almost boast of creating a man who breeds like a pig, men and women upon all fours, rutting carelessly, ejaculating their filthy little missives into the streets, alleys and gutters running freely with the careless spill of their conjoinings, the air thick with the whimperings of lust, bodies streaked with their own emissions. We have created a world where man is so utterly debased, he will spray his seed over passers-by, and yet this is the condition Babbage
Yeah, I guess.
aspired to?
The name. It's a
Oh.
proper noun.
No, this is not the machine we seek. Such an entity would be nothing less than a deity, and we would fall upon our knees and worship it. We shall not carve gods to bicker and fornicate. They will exist to clean the world and set us free. I reject Babbage, and as I reject these men of government. Let the pigs copulate in the gutters whilst they can. We shall scoop them up and ease their ascension soon enough. Oh, stuck myself in the face with the door.
So, all I got out of that is just pig sex.
Yep.
Lots and lots.
Split there. Side.
Whispering. Uh-oh.
This is where I'm supposed to go.
This room is locked for... Oh, it's
Here?
where it's where we're from.
Wouldn't enter.
Where we were from. Where we came from.
Some fuel.
Not where we're from.
Little pig.
Pumping station. It appears to be some kind of fueling station. I've seen automobiles demonstrated at Mr. Yarm's and Mr. Simmons' works, but the smell here is all wrong. This is not petroleum, of that I'm sure. Everything suggests to me that this machine must be significant in some way.
Put
Okay.
a pig on it.
So I need to put something there.
I suggest a pig.
Don't think it's a pig.
Oh, hey.
Boycott. Ban swine stench from our streets. Amanda's factory must close. Oh.
That's
So-
our factory.
Yeah, that's our factory. So our factory smells like pigs, apparently.
Pigs.
It's the title of the game. We don't know that. Inside.
Yeah, you didn't realize we were outside?
We're really outside.
Smokestacks.
Nope.
Collar the neck and the noose. Delivery schedule. How in blazes are we supposed to meet these damn schedules if even the basic equipment we are provided with simply will not perform its designated function? These cursed newfangled trucks will only run a fraction of the distance my old nag managed before running out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer says it's fine, there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls, but you end up dragging a blessed tank from the truck to the nearest one to refill it, and the one in the storeroom is empty again. I can't be turning that crank handle all day only to find the tank is empty. Well, sod it, says I. Enough for a night, and to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyway. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Templar for a jar.
So he's blocking.
Start the car.
Alright, so it must need gas.
We drive this?
I think we could, yeah, move
Turn it on and it goes.
Yeah, I think it just moves a little bit to get out of the way of the thing, because we need the thing, and it's the gas tank. Need this tank, though. We don't see it nearby.
Oh wait, look, didn't the note say there was something near gas tank nearby?
Well, that's it. So the fueling station was what we were just at.
Right.
But we need a tank to drag to here to fill up the car.
What did the note say? I didn't really pay.
It's nothing really.
Come on, Papa. Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
I thought it was telling us where a, So we're just gonna
Oh
say
shit.
that.
Pigs.
Pigs.
Yeah. It's like a pig.
Yeah.
Flashlight half works here. It's a door.
Box door. Oh, and then
We're
this
up.
is
We're in the third place.
like that's up ground. Yeah.
I don't
above
know how this
ground.
works.
You forgot the
How
can.
what works?
I did forget the can.
Yes.
The only thing I needed. This
I just pick up the can. Yeah.
stuff. I need to fill it up. Maybe not.
Well, let's see.
Just put it in because it's on the way. The mask there.
There's a mask there.
Did
Was it there before?
No, that's why he called attention to it. Oh, there's one. Can you turn it?
Maybe after you
Put it-
fill
so put it down for a
just
second.
go and I was on.
Try and go up to the hole. See if you can.
Can't do anything.
Try filling it first, because you know you're gonna have to fill it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to fill it. So how'd the pig mask get there?
No, maybe this is all hallucination.
Oh, I could turn the light on. So that's where I came in. This is this thing.
It looks even more like telekinesis when you. Oh, there.
And I
You
walk sideways with it.
Well, no, when really see your hand in front. All right. Nope, that's the creepy guy.
So, fill in. Seems to be getting scared, so I will leave.
Are we on a timer?
I don't think so.
Like, or not? I mean, to get out before that.
No, I don't think so.
It's just this is just all scripted.
Yeah, I think so.
Is there any organic interaction with enemies in this game, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Journal. Oh, wow. This church is connected to the plant. How odd. However, it does suggest another route into the main part of the facility. Given the locked doors around the fueling station, the truck blocks any way, however, almost as if the saboteur knew that I might consider this alternate entrance. This canister looks as if it may fit in the fuel pump I saw earlier. It certainly carries the same fetid, unholy reek. I will not think of that when I saw past me. I will not think of that which I saw past me in its cage. I will not gaze again into that dark machine room. A more immediate task presents itself, and the opportunity, perhaps, to gain access to Saint Dunstan's?
Yes,
A fast getaway. Dear sweet lord of all that is good and holy, I must make my escape, grasp this container and its putrid contents, and flee this place before that creature, that nearly man, returns. I will head for the church. Surely such an abomination could not follow onto hallowed ground.
Why does he believe religion is correct?
Why does what?
I believe religion will save him.
Oh, this guy. Who knows?
Mask is gone. Is that enough to get in? Oh, there's enough to get in.
That's really all we did this for.
Yes.
Shut the door, we don't want the pig monster
I
in.
don't know if I respect the judgment of a guy who
This way,
just.
Papa. Come and see. Will it hatch? Can we take it home?
Alright, so you said this way? I did not see where they were at all.
Take it home.
This way? Oh, it might be this way. It's not that way. That is just a window.
This?
It's certainly this
Oh,
way.
there you go. No, we need to go down.
Is there blood?
I don't think we're necessarily following a blood trail anymore.
Livestock and Bibles.
Wires came up out of the ground whilst he lay on the grass asleep. Like serpents they were. They burrowed into his ears, became listening.
Going not much deeper.
How far do you plan on going in this game?
I don't know.
Journal.
Like another area or so.
Inside St. Dunstan's. We sat here, I remember. We sat in our black and we mourned and we prayed and we bowed our heads. Flo, I hated God then. How I hated God then. How I spurned him. If this is our Lord, this pig who robs me of my wife, then I refute his embrace. I will carve a new God for us all. Such madness, such a fool I was. If such blasphemous ravings had remained within me, I would have been doomed. But even here I feel the machine throb beneath the flags, and I know my path awaits me.
Why is even the church locked?
Is there another journal? Locks all our doors. It's safe.
Like quadruple bounded locks?
This one locked. This one doesn't look locked. That looks more the correct way, so let's look this way. Note. Twin candles, bent to the will of a central saint, casting their light to the corners of the chapel. Father Jeremiah, I thought could be trusted with the secret, but he is like all the others. So the old priest has gone to the holding pens with his flock. He says he will never enter into our worlds with them. A shepherd indeed. That was a journal entry, didn't say from who. Just the date. I haven't been reading the dates. They might be important. Oh, there's 2 ways. Oh man.
Most of them look like they were 1899.
Oh, pig mask. Some multiple paths. God. Easy maze.
Church.
Yeah. Eat from the shelf. Oh, this is long.
Jeremiah's journal. 1499. I think these have all been going in order. I said September earlier. They flock to us now. For once I had to walk amongst them to bring salvation into their lives. Now, drawn by warmth in winter, by the food that Mandus distributes, my church is full, and my charges are saved. He walks amongst them, and they almost worship him. He will not allow them to work in his factories, claiming that his workforce are specially trained for the new machinery he uses, and that it would be irresponsible, nay, unethical, to risk such precious lives as he sees here. A changed man since Mexico. It is to be praised at the face of such appalling tragedy, and from the confines of his sickbed, as he is often chained to, he conducts one of the greatest and most benevolent charities in all of London. Not content with the rise to become the dominant food produce business in the land, he distributes his goodwill, his fares, to the poor. They congregate about his kingdom in gratitude.
Oh, so he doesn't sound like such a bad guy.
Why were you chained to your bed?
It was, I think...
I don't know. Interesting. Put it on the wall and turn it? Or something.
Yeah, probably. Ugh. Ugh. Alright.
Restrictive telekinesis.
Oh, he's supposed to open this way.
Well, it did say 2 candles, something, something.
Oh, stupid
Dark
fucking
side.
doors.
Convenient. See if you can light it off the
Probably
other
this way,
Yeah.
yeah. I would think it would be.
See if you can light that one of the other candles.
Nah, I think I just gotta put it over somewhere.
Oh, maybe he's right, though. Maybe take light it.
No. Oh, and pig Jesus.
Oh, yeah, hey.
Didn't even notice. It's locked. Let's turn. Oh, let's come off. It's quite loud in here.
Oh, right there.
Oh. In? Something happened.
Oh, we unlocked a door.
I don't know if this one was locked.
Yeah, we don't know if that one was locked to begin with, though.
The engine fires. The flames are stoked. Stoked. That is an O, not a U. I hear steam in the walls, vibrations upon the very air. My heart falters at the prospect of throwing the lever and exposing the workings of this dark contraption. But my children beckon me on, and I cannot fail them. Eh? Wait, what? Oh.
You're gonna look at the fire.
Is that what happened?
I thought that's what was happening.
I gotta throw something in.
I can't open it.
Oh, you also got a new journal entry.
I gotta read it. That's just portal.
I have no choice. Thus I descend, and may God have mercy upon my soul. This is my bedlam, and I am to be cast as Matthews. Then I will wear that mantle for the sake of my boys, and face whatever horrors lies beneath the altar.
I guess the altar moved or something.
Yep. Oh, it sure did.
Oh, bam.
Just move on. Just a bunch of story stuff, but whatever. Got through that.
Does an icon pop up when the journal entries? Or?
Yeah, no, I didn't mean journal entries. I meant we kind of like went to the church pretty quick. There was a lot of passageways.
No, I just didn't see him. They're piggies.
Listen, Papa. Hold the egg to your ear. You can hear the sea.
Body.
Why is your house connected to the church?
I don't know.
Interesting answer.
Like the church fire?
Uh-oh. I think that means something.
When the lantern flickers.
Yeah.
Like there's a nearby.
Well, you've been using it too much. Document.
Sneakily grab it. These final thoughts. What exhumation is this? Exhumation?
Yeah, exhumation.
Is this? Right, yeah. What rotten fruit? What bestitching of parts? I doubt I will ever be found, yet I leave you to this, scrawled in this malorious half-light, whilst my tormentor shuffles below, my fellow prisoners keen and squeal in the gloom, and where I wait for the knocking upon my cage that signifies it, is, finally, my turn to make the dead dog jumping into the interior. Okay. I didn't really read that right.
Got reading down.
I was a little confused, but
Well now,
there's a man in there.
why don't you let him out?
I can't. Somebody like talking?
I don't hear anything.
I do.
I mean, it's probably the guy in the cage, right?
Cage. Okay, so I just went in a circle.
Yep.
There was nothing there.
This is the cage with the man.
This cage is a man in it. I just want to check something real quick. I want to see if there are subtitles.
Show subtitles. It's checked.
It's checked? Okay,
Yeah.
good. I just want to make sure the subtitles were on. Because there were no subtitles when that guy talked.
Only
Might be like for certain things. It might only be for the kids, or it could just be
Yeah.
an oversight on their part.
Yeah, probably just some stuff doesn't get subtitled. Oh my god! I hit the wrong button.
That's terrifying.
So we know one of them's running around down here. This way? No, I know I'm not supposed to use it. This is where he came out of, I guess.
Kind of sad because that means one of them was literate. They could talk.
No, there were people. There were men. It seems like they might be, like,
Transformed.
yeah, half man, half pig.
And where's the bear?
They're workers ideally suited to work, he said.
So, see scary pig man.
Currently comforted. Could have looped any. What do you do when confronted with scary? Run.
No idea, I guess so.
Really neat.
Behind us.
Oh fuck, there he is. Let me go this way. Oh god, it's dead end.
He's coming this way.
Shit.
Go the way he came from.
Yep. Sneak around. Okay. Whew. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's So the stoking. Workers. Oh, the workers sing as they work. I thought that was redundant for a second. They sing as they heat. They sing as they make toilet. They are always singing. If you place your ear to the ground, you can hear them still.
The workers, they sing.
As they work.
Oh man.
Workers sing as they worker.
So we're going further down. It seems like we're sort of down now. Moving back outside.
Looks like we're back at the factory thing. Yeah.
Interesting.
Trapdoor below you. Looks like the...
No, it looks like grates, like sewer grates. These just windows?
Water in his shoes. Always the water, and the sparks of the embers of the wheels. It's too bony! It's too damn bony!
I guess these are windows.
I like being outside better.
Yeah, journal entry.
My soul shudders at what I have seen, but at last I have reached the main part of the factory. Now, onwards, downwards, to find those flood wars and drain them away. Like Moses, I will cleave the waters and lift my little darlings out of its vile cradle. Endisco, meat processing factory.
Down again.
And downward.
These men, Professor, these so-called men of vision, they would shackle the masses to a wheel and turn it till their backs
I never go
break.
down.
All for that opiate, the lure of profit. These fools who lackey them, these priests, these officials, this government. They make pigs of us all.
But what solution, my dear man? How to break a cycle? You cannot simply remove the promise of a better world for these unfortunates. In the workhouses, in the orphanages, the belief in heaven is surely the only succor one can find.
We do not need to wait. We can bring forth paradise now. We can speed the passion. With only a small sacrifice, we can hold the apocalypse. With just a small sacrifice, we can free our shackles and deliver them to paradise now.
Same way I came from. Okay, I got a little turned around.
It's also like 10 o'clock.
It's getting a little late.
Last area. Alright.
Her first death, you know, whatever comes first.
It's the thing.
Yeah, he's retreating. Take the high ground. Hey.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
I beat the phone.
Amanda, I am compromised. Our contacts must be brief and occasional. Beware the wretches who populate this compound. The way you seek is under the pistons. When you meet the saboteur, you will understand everything.
So does it mean I have to go back down?
Probably, yeah.
So is this just a like...
It's most likely, yeah. Mysterious friend. It's on the,
This one?
it's like a top-down view. Works manager.
Oh, down. Two. No, I think it's a puzzle.
4.
So we need to put something.
Double
I
core.
have a piece. This piece of gravel. This piece and put it over here.
Oh yeah, 2. Button.
Okay. Oh, there's pieces right here. Alright, I think I have to do that more times. I think this is like a example, and I think I have to do it in here. And I think there are pigs in here. Yep, they are.
Are your furnaces fueled?
Is there a third one? Third one. Nope, nope, here's... No, this one's 4.
6.
6. There's 5 and 6. There's 3. Let's try one.
Well, does it... I mean, I'm assuming the more you put, the longer it gives you.
No, 1 is not enough.
It's 2 enough.
No,
2 is enough.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I guess I have to do all of them though.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I mean, I'll try it. No.
I think it's going more up.
Yeah. Oh, you can see here. 6 is not and 4 is not good. It's the last 2 furnaces. No, they're right there. See any pigs in here? So we're saying I need 2. I hope I don't have to grab it all the way from the beginning. That'd be super annoying.
Oh, there's some over here.
Yep.
That noise.
What's this? Fires are stoked. Assuming the same architect is responsible here as with the chemical plant, I surmise that a centralized control system regulates and operates the pistons. It should be a simple matter of finding it and hoping the saboteur relented after simply extinguishing the flames. Oh, I remember now. Go back through where I was. Pig mask. I don't know if I was there before. Maybe we should close these.
Just shutting all the doors.
Shutting everything. Let's see.
Some bad stuff happens.
series of collecting vents have been installed along the ceiling at this stage of the line. In the process of stunning and bleeding, the product often expels stinking vapors from its digestive system, which can be collected, condensed, and used with methane boiling. In this way, more product is processed, more power becomes available to the machine. End productivity is actually increased. A simple stroke of genius, but one that encapsulates the benefits of self-regulated automation.
Yeah.
Not on top.
I think I go back this way.
That was a thing.
You see something?
Yeah.
Oh, the piston.
Yeah, I thought that was the
Oh.
pig for a second. It was horrifying.
So don't go this way.
Gate is closed. Shut.
Oh, I think it's just that way. Everything's super loud, so I don't know.
Yeah, close that door.
Sure got dark.
Don't listen.
Oh shit. So you went that way. So we should go around this way.
We're gonna run into loop.
This way. Guessing that closed behind me.
Yeah, I don't really want to look at it.
Sneaking down, you know.
It's not-
Alright, well, here we go. This is the fun part. This is where you gotta evade the guys.
All
No,
stood.
just gotta... No, I don't think so. I think I just gotta go. Have to avoid any piggies.
Happens. Yeah.
Die. Is he coming this way?
Yeah.
Did he see me, or is he just coming
I
this
don't.
way?
He's just coming that way. So
Okay, let me just sneak around this way then.
how many of them are down here?
No idea. Let's not get killed.
That one right there. Oh, this guy. There he is. Let's see what he does.
Go over here.
He's coming towards us.
Is he going that way though? This way.
There he is.
Oh, he went back. So maybe we'll pass him now.
It looks like he's pacing back. I don't know if that's the maximum amount of time you're gonna get though. Like a turnarounds.
I think that's plenty. Not that way. Just let me know if you guys see anything. Lots of eyes. Just right there.
I see a light flicker this way.
This for a second. Fuck. May have.
Screeched. He'd run faster if he
I don't know. I have a light though. What? Yeah, we can't, but he saw me.
Yeah, I don't know how the enemy really behaves.
Wait,
I'm gonna assume like you probably want to like sight so you can sort of see how to sneak
oh,
around him.
if he sees me, we're in trouble.
Can you not? Are you not able to outrun him?
Well, I lost where he was.
He's passed between those two pillars,
He's
going to
still-
the left. The last time I saw him, he was heading that way.
Still passing.
I don't know. He's right there.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's facing that way, so I have time to go this way. Pretty slow, and I could actually outrun them crouching, so.
Even after they see you.
Nah, I have no idea. We haven't been seen.
When we saw one run, it was running faster than we could
Yeah, that's true.
probably assume that.
This way.
Oh, I do jump in here. Holy shit.
Yeah, beneath the pistons, he said.
Oh,
Journal.
no.
The descent continues. What did that dark voice instruct me to do? Under the pistons into the tunnels and on the bilge pumps? And if the doors should be locked, I will have to find another means of descent. I cannot trust him, but my path is set. I shall ignore these noises, that snuffling, those shuffling steps below me. I will brave whatever lurks beneath, and I will save them. Alright, well, let's jump down, so going back. I cannot walk this. Oh, I wasn't even crouched. Compound X storage. Still there, damn.
April 30th,
Oh, long note.
1899. The crate arrived this morning, and I had it delivered directly to them. The body is remarkably preserved, although there is a subtle yet nauseating stench of damp and rot. It is humanoid in shape. It has suffered severe skeletal deformity. Remnants of leather straps encase the torso, which is deformed with evidence of substantial muscle mass and displacement. It is difficult to ascertain whether this unfortunate is the recipient of some barbarous surgery. An attempt to force his gnarled body into some semblance of humanity was made. What he is, I cannot tell, but I smell the orb upon him, and suspect my great-uncle's presence in his curious condition. So it can be done. Shape the body into a tool. Accelerate the processes of Mr. Darwin's evolution. Here my great-uncle and I part company. He chose men as the subjects of his experiments, but men are difficult to control and rotten with sentimentality. No, require a new creature. Battles. Strong. Easily sated.
Interesting.
If we could do stairs.
Silly stairs. I wonder if I can press this. No. Oh, but I can open it. Can I get in? Oh, I sure can.
that's the next zone. Yep.
Yeah, that was what I was supposed to do.
Okay.
Nest of eggs. Penny sixpence sparrows and doves. See all the angels a weeping. No more forgiving, there's no one to save. For a darling lily comes into her grave. Done.
We can reset. It's getting late. Got pretty far, I think, actually.
Yeah. Done.
Yeah. Alright, so that will conclude this part of this show
Let's
off.
wait 1 second. if anything happens here that we can't see again.
I don't know if door's open.
Or you can.
That's gonna be a pretty good place to stop.
Alright, it looks like there's not really something where you are. So, alright.
Okay, let's stop here.
Alright, so that'll be our conclusion for this part of the show-off of Amnesia. A machine for pigs, I don't know. We may continue. Maybe not, we'll see how we're feeling about it. But that was what we saw so far. I didn't describe too much about this because it's much more interesting to actually watch and interact with and like just describe what's going on and what the whole story's about.
Yeah, there's not really, you don't really need an in-depth explanation of the mechanics of this game, really.
Yep, so that'll be it for now. Any last words from anybody?
Scary.
I expect it to be scarier.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm a chicken shit, so anything that's like dark and is just scary to me. It's scary, it's gripping, definitely. It's like an interesting story. I definitely like that element of games where like you find narrative by finding journal entries, especially when they're written by like seemingly crazed individuals. It's always fun. I know Skyrim has a quest that's kind of like that. But yeah, no, it's definitely interesting. I'm definitely curious to see what happens and how the narrative unfolds.
Yep. I think... So I played the first Amnesia as well. I think the first one is scarier than this one. This one's creepier and I think the story is a little more developed. The last one, well, the story kind of fell apart, I felt. It was kind of like, just went a little crazy. I mean, it was all there, but I did think it went a little crazier. This one's got a seemingly more developed story, but I don't find it as scary. It doesn't have a lot of the same mechanics that the other one had. I think this one is supposed to be a little more easy to get into. Your lantern doesn't run out of fuel. You don't have to light candles or anything. In the other one, you have tinder boxes. You have to light candles all over the place, and your lantern has fuel, and you have to pick up fuel wherever you are. So it's a finite resource, your light. Whereas in this, it's just supposed to attract the attention. I mean, so you turn it on and off whenever you feel. So I think the first one, this was better, a little more story, and I think a little easier entry, and trying to keep the same fear of things being around. But I also think the creatures here are a little less scary than the other ones. The other ones were scary abominations, and it was more scary because you never saw them. If you saw them, you were dead. So in this one, we saw the pig monster things a couple times, and they're grotesque, but they're not like overly terrifying.
Right.
The other creatures were just abominations, and
Yeah, what is not seen is often scarier to use it to your mind.
Yep. Anything, Seb, Carl?
I mean, I'm just more concerned about how this guy also owns, like, the church and all the neighboring buildings all interconnected. I'm like, curious about that aspect of this.
Yep. So, that'll be it for this session. Maybe we'll do it again.